Okay, finally over that rubble. Ooh, is that the brothel? Please tell me that's the brothel. I'm so excited. Been wanting to come here ever since I heard about it. Lollipops. Nice. Oh, there aren't that many other customers here. Oh well, more for me. Hey!
Welcome to Lollipops. You just found yourself the world's premier adult entertainment company.
By adult entertainment, you mean sex, right?
Much more than that, friend. Strip clubs, dirty magazines, skin flicks, holo games, lingerie, sex toys. If it'd get you horny, Lollipops made it.
Oh, really? I mean, that sounds awesome. But shouldn't Premiere be anything on the Strip, not the ass end of nowhere?
Was a time whoring was illegal, except overseas and parts of Nevada outside the big cities. If you wanted to gamble and watch showgirls swing the titties at you, you went to the Strip. If you was looking for real action, the ass end of nowhere was where it was at.
Well, looks like you're fucked then. Your location sucks.
You think I ain't figured that out? But it'd be a damn shame to leave a cozy setup like this, and them clubs on the Strip don't want no competition moving no closer. We need to draw, something you dodge hungry critters and spend your last cap to get some.
I mean, sure, but that was all in the past. I mean, sex workers are everywhere, and that other stuff is long gone.
Ain't necessarily so. Golden Globes has been making skin flicks up in New Reno for years, but Lollipops was the original. You put this logo on it, gives it a certain, what's the word?
I think the term you're struggling with is class.
That's it. Now, feast your eyes on this.
A porno magazine, so?
Look at the date. That's less than 5 years ago. Fellow what gimme that said it was Larry Slater himself published it, with some help from a vault dweller. Well, that part's bullshit, but if somebody else can do it, I reckon I can too. I got a better claim to the name anyway.
Yeah, total bullshit. This is my ex-wife, Moira. What the fuck? Look, there's issue number 2. Nice cover. Moira's great. How'd he get this? So, you think magazines and videos will bring customers out here?
Maybe some, but you're missing the big picture. Slater started off with nightclubs, but Lollipops magazine made him rich, and the vidges made him richer than the devil.
Well, you might get more business if you had more staff.
Couldn't hurt, but there ain't much we can offer you can't get easier and safer in town. They got women, they got men, you want something squishier, they got ghouls, you want something stiffer, they got sex bots.
Wait, really? You gotta tell me where they have that, but, here's a thought. People want to tell the bartender their troubles, not the other way around.
I ain't this chatty with every yokel wanders in here. I could use a mover and shaker to help get the business back on its feet. You got to look.
I do stand out. Well, movers and shakers don't come cheap.
I reckon not. You get what you pay for. Finder's fee's $200, $250 she got more teeth than scars. Or if you want to cut, you can buy in. We split the profit by shares. 100 caps a share, but I ain't selling more than half my stake.
Okay, well, I'll buy in, but only so I can make sure the workers are treated fairly.
Long as you get results, you can act as highfalutin as you please. But you want to give them a health care plan and a Christmas bonus that comes out of your cut.
Oh, I can tell this partnership's going to be amazing. Give me those shares.
Your share of every day's draw will be in the safe behind the counter by the end of the night.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this partnership.
Sure thing.
How often should I get my cut out of the safe?
It don't matter. Leave your money or any other valuables in there. I'll make sure nobody touches them.
Okay. Could I sell my shares to someone else?
Non-transferable. I don't want some refugee or do-gooder buying in and then trying to tell me we need more of this or less of that.
Another wonderful policy. Great. Let's talk about something else, please.
Got any other business? Who knows what them whores is stealing while we're yapping?
Fuck you, man. Can we talk about this mysterious stranger that gave you the magazine?
He ain't mysterious. He's mental.
Why do you think he's mental?
He walked here from D.C., his mama lived in a vault, he knows Larry Slater, and he's on a secret mission for the Brotherhood of Steel. If you believe all that, I got a dam for sale.
You know what? I've heard stranger. Couldn't he be telling the truth?
It's all storybook stuff, and he got his stories crossed up some. See, Larry Slater run Lollipops back in the 21st. He built a vault for him and his cronies with shit he stole from Vault Tech, and the Federales hung him for it more than 200 years ago.
Well, it's possible that he survived that.
Recent events have inspired me to a bit of introspection. I've often considered writing a memoir. This seems like an opportune time.
Do you know where I can find this guy?
Hell if I know. He come in here like some hotshot from the head office expecting a handout, so I run him off. Before he left, he give me that magazine, so I told him nobody's seen hiding her hair of the Brotherhood since the NCR whooped their ass. He might have got it in his head to ask them, in which case they most likely shot his crazy ass as a spy.
Somehow I doubt that's how it went down, but whatever. Can we talk about something else?
I reckon so.
Well, now that I'm part of this, what needs doing?
See them black boxes? Supposedly there's some kind of computer what shows dirty pictures. Sounds like a bunch of hooey to me. Every terminal I ever seen was just a bunch of green words. But if you can get 'em working, I'll buy you a beer.
I imagine that's worth more than a beer, but okay. What else needs done?
Well, I reckon a mover and shaker ought to be able to get something on them screens. If they ain't really computers, paint 'em.
Okay, well, I'll go take a look.
Have a good one.
Oh, hi.
What's up?
Theoretically, would you stay at Lollipops if it changed owners?
I guess so. I'd never willingly work.
Well, yeah, that's capitalism for you. Thanks, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
You should get the lights on. Oh, that looks better. Hi.
Got something on your mind?
Well, yeah, I was thinking, this place could use a new owner, but Hilly will only sell half his shares.
I ain't sticking my neck out either way, if that's what you're asking. But if you go down that path, I'll warn you, he's a tough old cuss.
Yeah, I get that. How did he become the owner in the first place?
Before my time, and his story changes. He was born here, he cleared out a pack of raiders and took it over, he won it in a bet. Who knows?
How'd you come to work for him?
I owed him. He said this was how I could pay it off.
And he made the payment stretch out forever.
Nope. He's smarter than he lets on, but not as smart as he thinks he is. I paid him off. Eventually. But by that time, I didn't remember how to do anything else, or feel inclined to learn anything new. So here I am.
Well, I guess that's not as bad as it could have been, but enough about him.
That's what I was thinking.
I'll talk to you later.
Adios, kid.
You gotta make sure to get some more enthusiastic sex workers. Let me check out these screens.
E0 2003, control terminal not found. 1. Connect Luma screen controller to network. 2. If network is connected, restart Luma screen. 3. If error persists, contact technical support.
Well, I'm fairly sure technical support for this thing died like 200 years ago, but I guess I'll go see what I can do at the control terminal. Who are you? Well, you look kind of busy, so I'm gonna go for now. It's so fucking dark in here. Oh, okay, that is good. Turning on the lights. What does this one do? Huh. This one might be connected to the Luma screens. Let's reset it. The old turning off and on again. Okay, did that work? I'll go check. Yeah, okay, they're on. That's great. Hey, I got them on.
Howdy.
I fixed them.
So I seen. They sure is pretty. Have a beer on me.
Well, thanks. What's up with the BDSM people in the basement?
Squatters. Come in with that fella what give me the magazine. Purdy one said they was whores, wanted to stick around. Ain't done much whoring, no. Must have found something real interesting on that terminal.
Do you want me to tell them to leave?
Reckon not. They ain't doing no harm. You never know when they'll get a customer. Though after the last one, maybe not.
The last one?
Fella come in all depressed about somebody or other got killed in the war. Probably figured Cazadores had put him out of his misery, but here he was. Had him a little chat with our girl, paid up, and she sicked that big boy on him. Fucked that man to death, shat blood, and died.
What the fuck? Okay, that is somehow disgusting and hot at the same time, but also extremely unlikely.
God's truth. Busted him up inside, I reckon. Good thing Debbie knows her way around a mop and bucket.
Okay, any idea what she's looking for?
Nope. He nosed around the basement some, then she saw the terminal, told her friend she was staying. He got weepy for a bit. Then he unlocked that big door, went through, and locked it behind him. Just as well, I reckon.
I thought you said you ran him off.
He ain't come back, has he?
So do you know where the door goes?
Couldn't tell you, but they say Larry Slater had a tube train took him straight to any lollipops in the world, even Asia. But that's bullshit. That one had to be an elevator. Funny how time can twist a story.
Why would you have to use an elevator to get to... You know what? Never mind. So you want me to tell people we're hiring?
Not people. Hookers.
God damn it, Hilly. Hookers are people. You know what? Maybe that's your fucking problem.
If you say so.
Yes, I do. What about just strippers?
Thought I explained that. Customers ain't gonna leave the safe little strip and mosey on out here just to see some titties. Of course, now that you mention it, if them whores would get on stage and shake the ass when he ain't got a customer, might liven the place up some.
Yeah, okay. I'll see about recruiting some sex workers.
Here's some help wanted posters I printed up a while back. Damn things get tore down fast as you put 'em up, but paper's cheap.
Okay, that's good. Advertising. How would we go about publishing a magazine, by the way?
Ain't nothing to it. Convince somebody to get naked, take pictures, scan the film into the terminal, set the layout, and hit print. Machines do the hard work, then all you gotta do is sell 'em.
Alright. I don't have a camera.
Why don't you take this'n? Takes good pictures and folds up real small so you can sneak it in places where you ain't supposed to.
Cool. Where can I do a photo shoot?
I was thinking you'd just charm their pants off and snap away. But now that you mention it, some of 'em might get sexier if they ain't worried their neighbors is peeking. Storage room would make a good studio. In fact, it used to be one. I'll get it cleaned out and presentable.
Alright, good. Once I have pictures, how do I print the magazine?
Big gizmo bottom of the elevator. terminal offloads pictures from your camera, lets you put in your editorials, interviews, articles, and whatnot. Then you just set the layout and hit the print button.
Okay. Why is there a printing press in the basement of a brothel?
When Lollipops first started doing hardcore, a bunch of do-gooders tried to shut him down. Said fucking for money was whoring, even if you film it. Went all the way to the Supreme Court, but Larry Slater hedged his bets meantime. Put a studio and print shop where whoring was legal.
That's actually pretty smart. Why interviews and editorials in the porn magazine anyway?
So prissy folk can claim they just read it for the articles. Honey won't let 'em buy a folder full of dirty pictures. You sell more that way.
I guess that makes sense. How do I set the layout? Couldn't the computer just arrange content to fit the page?
Lollipops magazine had a formula. I reckon it'll do us just fine. Your cover girl should have a hook. Somebody famous you never thought you'd see naked, or somebody real exotic. They called the pictures up front the foreplay pictorial. She was always the purtiest one, get 'em warmed up. Pictures in back was the big finish. Them girls was so sleazy you could smell it. Get your rocks off every time.
Okay, I'm familiar with this process. I've actually done it before back east. Enough about that.
I told you, there's nothing to it.
Yep, let me know when the studio is ready, okay?
You betcha.
You know, making holovids sounds interesting.
Damn straight it does, but I ain't got the equipment.
Ah, damn. Okay, I'll see you later.
Adios.
Alright, now I gotta see what else is in that basement and maybe talk to those people. There was the machine he was talking about. Hi. Will you talk to me?
I'm very busy. What is it?
Okay, but, you know what? Hilly said that you came here with that Brotherhood of Steel person. I wanted to ask you about them.
He's gone, and it's unlikely that he'll be back.
Okay, where's he from?
I don't know. We met near the Mississippi. We faced a mutual enemy, and cooperating got us out of a jam. So we decided to travel together.
If he knows a lot about adult entertainment, it would be nice to pick his brain.
He joked about that. He said that people who wanted have to look for it, but he wasn't looking, and it found him.
Was he referring to you?
Partly. But his mother was a prostitute, and the man who financed his expedition was a pornographer.
Okay, well, where did he go?
Hard to say. He believed there was a tunnel underneath this building that would take him to California without any interference from the NCR.
So he just left you here?
He gave me a new password in case I changed my mind, but what he's looking for is farther west. I hope what I'm looking for is here.
Alright, could I have that password?
I don't see why not. He was more concerned about something down there getting up here than he was about somebody following him.
What? What could be down there? Okay, well, what are you looking for?
What are any of us looking for?
Ultimately, I think I'm just looking to satisfy my curiosity.
I can relate to that. Knowledge is power.
But what about what you're looking for?
I want to know who killed Fresca Coy.
Fresca Coy? Who was she?
She lived before the Great War. She was a B-list porn star who became top director in the business.
Okay. So your big quest is to find out who killed a pre-war porn celebrity?
It was just idle curiosity until we found this place. But while we were searching for the tunnel, an entry on this terminal changed all that. Now I believe the answer can be found, somewhere here in New Vegas.
Oh, really? Why is it so important to you?
I'm not sure, but I have to know.
I can relate. What makes you think the answer is here?
She died in Vegas. Her death was supposedly an accident, but a news story on this terminal says the case was reopened right before the war started.
Oh, shit. Well, I hate to tell you, but fingerprints don't last that long.
I'm aware of that, but the police would have had a file. It says here the investigation was run by the Nevada Highway Patrol Clark County office.
Okay, why don't you go take a look?
I have no idea where it is, and even if I did, there's a whole archive of pre-war adult entertainment news here. A lot of it is about Fresca, and I'm not done sifting it for clues.
Okay, let's say I can find it. Would there be a reward?
Some people say knowledge is its own reward. Of course, most of them are poor. If you help me find the answer, you won't be disappointed.
Okay, that sounds cool. I'll check it out.
Thank you. I'm sure you'll find something useful.
I had some more questions about that guy you came here with.
This is starting to seem like an obsession.
Says you. Anything else you can tell me about him?
No, he's really not that interesting. Very competent, but not much imagination.
So who's your, big friend behind you?
You are looking at the finest piece of meat the wasteland ever produced. It's devastating and utterly without fear or mercy on the field of battle. But the pinnacle of its ability, its most insidious and effective application, is weakening the resolve of captives and hostages.
I will say that I agree, perhaps the finest piece of meat, but holy shit, that's dark. Does he have a name?
We don't refer to it as him. It's called the Stag, and the horror your enemies will know when you unleash it is unsurpassed.
You sound like a slaver, but Hilly said you're a prostitute.
I've been both. I'm currently neither.
Oh, I get it. You have a sort of master-slave dynamic kink thing. I'm down for that. You know, it sounds like you give me a sales pitch. Are you selling it?
Perhaps. It's not a plaything for the wicked. It's not a disposable back to lift stone and steel. It's a weapon worthy of a tyrant.
Oh, I get it. Trust me. How much?
You get it? Forgive me. You don't seem to understand the gravity of this purchase.
Okay, let me try again. It will strike terror in the hearts of my enemies.
Excellent. The cost is 25,000 caps.
Fucking hell. I don't just carry around that kind of money. I can come back later.
I understand. Return when you have it with you.
Does it fuck?
You're joking, right? The reproductive equipment is, as you can see, permanently erect. It could be a mutation, or just an insatiable desire to rape and maim. Possibly both.
I mean, do you ever have sex with it?
I'm not so eager to join my ancestors, but I have carnal urges too, of course. Sometimes I pleasure myself while it exercises. Its yearning to inflict misery is like the thirst of a dying man. I imagine it quenching that thirst as I touch myself. Torn flesh, the sweet song of mortality wounded, the rapid, repetitive thrusting as blood and life ebb.
Oh, you're a sadist. That gets you off.
No, I only achieve orgasm when it actually performs the task I fantasize about. Self-restraint is the foundation of my order. It made being a slaver difficult, the innocence in the pen close enough to smell, to touch, and too valuable to waste. But the practice of restraint is unworthy and less difficult, so I bore the temptation.
Damn, you gotta tell me where that dungeon is. And, wow, that is some intense experiences you've had in that dungeon, and you just put it right out there.
Other people's opinions are like rain on a sea, and those who would mock me have learned that when I am distraught, the stag becomes agitated.
Okay, well, could I take a test drive?
That would be unwise, but perhaps wisdom isn't one of your attributes. I'll instruct it to accommodate your desires. Selling your gear will compensate me for the use of its time. In the unlikely event you survive, dreams of your lingering agony will be payment enough.
Oh, so this is how that soldier died that Hilly told me about. I guess he was warned. Maybe he just thought he could take it, or didn't and was okay with that. But you know what? My ass has taken worse beatings before. I think I can do it.
It will be ready, should you so decide. Although I admit I find that unlikely.
Well, we'll see.
Goodbye.
Hello. Hey, big guy. You wanna fuck me? Your handler said it was okay. No? You want to hurt me? To feel me rip as you force your way inside me? Okay, well, I want that too. Do it. That was, the best fuck I've had in a long time. Ow.
The stag's endowment was pain itself. You weren't sure how long you could take it, but it just felt so good, so right. You felt you understood the futility of existence, pleasure, and time.
Oh, okay. Oh, fucking. Damn it, Stag, now I'm steaming up the place. Let me take some stim packs so my equipment gets under control. Alright, let me get my clothes back on. Okay, now that I am not currently emitting steam, can I talk to you?
You survived. I'm impressed.
I mean, yeah, it was incredible. I had an orgasm like you would not believe.
The secrets of the oldest profession are enigmatic, but you've clearly mastered them. Amazing. We will serve you as you see fit, mistress.
Ooh, mistress. I like the sound of that.
As do I, mistress.
Do you mean that in a spiritual or literal sense?
In my order, there is no difference. I serve as you see fit.
Okay, I suppose you can be the dom to the stag, and you will be the sub to me. Come with me.
It would be my pleasure, mistress.
Alright. Can we talk about stuff?
Yes, mistress?
Could we talk about the stag?
Of course.
I have questions about using the stag effectively.
What would you like to know, mistress?
Can it use weapons?
It isn't capable of understanding how to use firearms or energy weapons, at least not with any kind of accuracy. It can swing a club or a sword with incredible force, but it lacks the patience for perfectly timed parry and thrust. But its hands are magnificent and lethal. It can use anything that makes them even more deadly. It's quite fond of knuckle spikes.
Okay, unarmed then. Can it wear something else? Kilts are one thing, but that looks vulnerable.
It finds restrictive armor uncomfortable. It will wear it if ordered, but it can become distracted and unpredictable in combat. Obviously, it's incapable of operating advanced armor with powered mobility or other sophisticated augmentations.
Yeah, I don't have a problem looking at it, but I just worry about it getting damaged, you know? Can it really fuck someone to death?
Yes, that was once its customary reward for obedience. However, if the victim survives, it can't immediately recouple. Although its erection won't subside after ejaculation, hypersensitivity persists for several minutes. Likewise, it won't stick its hand in hot coal or jump off a cliff. No matter how earnestly it wants to obey, its animal instincts are too strong.
Okay, well, that's good. Some, self-preservation. Does it torture people without killing them?
Of course. That's its purest, most perfected function. Years of training were required for it to recognize the threshold beyond which the internal injuries it inflicts become life-threatening.
Okay, so it's not supposed to kill people when it fucks them. The soldier must have just been an accident. Anything else I should know?
When it begins to rut, it's single-minded. When ordered to torture, it won't stop until the victim is on the brink of death. When ordered to kill, it won't stop until the victim is dead or it ejaculates, whichever comes first. While it's in the act, it's vulnerable. so it's inadvisable to initiate these actions on the battlefield. And obviously, any place where bystanders witness murder or torture is likely to become a battlefield.
Yeah, we'll keep it in the bedrooms and dungeons. Got it. Thanks.
I tremble with anticipation at the suffering your enemies will know.
I have instructions for the stag.
I'll relay them immediately.
Let's talk about its tactics.
Unfortunately, it can't understand tactics in the sense that you mean. Stealth and subtlety are beyond it. When you initiate combat, or if you're attacked, it will crush anyone or anything that opposes you. Once it starts, I can't even call it to heal.
Okay, that's pretty animalistic. Kinky. What about torture?
Oh yes, they'll pray for death. Their prayers won't be answered.
Okay, our kink is our business, but it won't actually be raping anybody while I'm in charge. Got it?
A pity. Our fevered loins await the next victim.
I just want to be clear about the distinction between play and reality. Enough about it.
Consider it done.
So, do you have a name you go by?
Yes, I'm called simply Handler, when context would make the handler cumbersome.
No, I mean a real name. Wait, was that a joke?
Humor is like the nature of the Buddha. To some it's everywhere, to others it's nowhere.
I don't know you that well, but there is zero chance you're a Buddhist.
Of course not, but I am a student of philosophy.
Right. Back to your name. Handler is a title. You must have a real name.
Probably, but I can't remember a time when I did.
I was looking for something handy, easy to remember. Ooh, hey, there you go. Handy.
A bit degrading. I like it.
Me too. Alright, let me see. I have instructions for you.
Yes?
Let's talk about your tactics.
Making war is like making love. Overwhelming force and subtlety both have their place.
Use a ranged weapon. I want covering fire.
Of course.
Enough about tactics.
Your enemies will stand no chance.
It's time to serve as I see fit.
Of course.
I want the stag to see this and smell it. I want it frustrated and mean when we hunt.
Even I almost pity its next victim.
You wanted to dominate the handler, but she wanted to dominate you. You brawled in the nude, each trying to torment the other, until she stood over you with your loins in her hand.
Wow, you're quite the switch.
Yes?
Alright, let's go. I'll speak with you again when I require your services.
Of course, mistress.
Alright, I should get something for the stag, because that is kind of vulnerable. What's this? Oh, it says war dramatic. Interesting.
Fiber and dye capacity 100. Current body type is B3. About Wardromatic. The ultimate theatrical wardrobe solutions, the Wardromatic XK puts virtually unlimited stage clothes at your fingertips in the floor space of a typical vending machine. Choose from thousands of period and contemporary templates, or let your costume designers create their own. Advanced miniaturization, robotics, and recyclable planet-friendly fibers and dyes deliver the right look on time, every time. Shapeshifter TM FAQ. Q. What is Shapeshifter TM? A. Shapeshifter is our patented technology to squeeze almost any actor or actress into a wardromatic outfit of almost any size. Why use it? I'm happy with my own body. Say a bodybuilder needs to play the part of a scrawny addict, or vice versa. Without Shapeshifter, a B6 body would burst the seams of a B0 garment. And if art tailors never met someone with your body type, we've heard of people who self-identify as T3, T6, and so on, all bets are off. I was born a B5 and I only wear B5 garments. Do I need a shapeshifter? Of course not. Hubba hubba, lucky you. How do I use it? Just slip on a shapeshifter undergarment matching the size of the costume you want to wear, and then put on the costume. Bingo. And for nude scenes, just omit the costume. The audience will never know you're not really au naturel. How does it work? That's a trade secret. but it involves stealth fields, nanobots, and really strong elastic. That sounds uncomfortable. You bet it is, but having the perfect body for the role is worth it, right?
Okay, well, let's see what I can do for the stag. I'm gonna assume he's a B6. And, let's see what garments they have. Alright, blue jumpsuit bottom. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have him wear a lollipops leotard. That works. Okay, let's see how this works. Handy.
Yes, mistress?
I have something for the stag.
I'll relay them immediately.
Okay, here. Give this to
I'll
him.
return anything it doesn't understand how to use.
Okay, have him try that out.
Of course.
Not bad. Alright, I need to go get some pictures for this magazine. I'll head to Good Springs. There's people there